Hey everybody, you're watching We the Fandom, where we discuss comic books, pop culture, and the fandom experience. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more content. How's it going everybody? Jacob here at We the Fandom. Today is New Comic Book Day, and we'll be going over issue 1 of a 5-issue limited series of John Walker, U.S. Agent, written by Christopher Priest and drawn by George Gianti. I don't know anything about George Gianti, but Christopher Priest is a pretty prolific writer. He was pretty famous in the 90s and early 2000s. Hasn't written a whole lot in the last, I don't know, decade or so. But looks like he's got this new limited series. And so we're gonna go through all 5 issues. Obviously today's just the first. But a little bit about Christopher Priest. He kind of writes in a very I don't know, choppy way. He bounces around from the different narratives in his story a lot, almost in a Quentin Tarantino-esque way. So if it sounds weird the way I'm describing the story, it's just based off how he's written. And a little backstory on the character John Walker, U.S. Agent. He was basically created in the 80s, introduced in a Captain America comic, and he was basically meant to be a more conservative version of Captain America in comparison to the more classically liberal Steve Rogers. And so when they introduced him as a super soldier, but not part of the same program that Steve Rogers was. And he basically came out to take over the mantle of Captain America. And so they fought a few times. And then after Steve Rogers had a disagreement with the government, he basically gave the mantle of Captain America, which was taken over by John Walker. John Walker was Captain America for a little while. And then Steve Rogers came back, took over the mantle, and John Walker then, from then on, was known as the U.S. Agent, continuing to work for the government. At the time of this story, he had resigned his commission for the government, but gets reactivated for a mission to investigate a what used to be a shield front. And so the story starts off. There we go. The story starts off in Ephraim, West Virginia, with basically redneck stereotypes giving testimony on how they all lost their mining jobs to this company, Cross Mining, and they basically lost their jobs to green initiatives and, robotic machinery that could do, the job of 50 men. And so these people were angry already from that. And then this foreign company called Virago came in to build a power plant. But it didn't hire any of the townspeople for construction, didn't hire any townspeople to work at the power plant, and didn't feed into the economy of the town at all. And so, already angry, these people came up with the rational idea that they should blow up the power plant, which they did. This was seen by a former SHIELD liaison working in Omaha, Nebraska, and this guy basically decides to reactivate John Walker for the government. And that's because, if I can get this to work, there we go. Basically, the Virago power plant was just a former front for SHIELD, which is why it had done only inside hiring and not been part of like the town at all. It's because it wasn't a real power plant. It was just a SHIELD black site. But yeah, they reactivate John Walker, who is currently on a different mission, basically kidnapping pizza delivery men in the hopes of catching a person who put forward a bomb threat against this person whose house this is. And so basically he's been just ordering a whole bunch of pizzas and then throwing all these pizza delivery men in the basement until the one shows up who is supposed to be the assassin. But a guy shows up, this Asian guy, and basically John Walker pulls a gun at him. The other guy pulls a gun back. He invites him inside, and basically the guy kicks him down the stairs. They fight a little bit and then talk about how basically why he's in the situation he's in. And then all of a sudden they get a notification that another pizza guy is coming, and John Walker realizes this is the assassin. So he runs outside and throws a shield in the car of this guy. And when he pulls the shield out of the car, one of the edges is melted. which is funny because he kind of comments on how he used to have an indestructible shield just like Captain America, but after resigning his government commission, he's basically using lower tier weaponry now. But all these kids come up thinking he's Captain America and they want his autograph and stuff. And this little girl rides up on his bike and says something, and it basically incites a hallucination in John Walker. He remembers when he sees this girl, it reminds him of his younger sister and this thing she always used to say. The story then automatically hops to the mission that John Walker had been activated for, to go to a Virago storage facility. For some reason, he takes this guy with him, who he keeps calling like kind of racist names because the guy hasn't told him his name yet, and he's Asian. And the guy tells him his name's Watanabe, or just Mori as a nickname. But they're in the aircraft, and I'm not sure why he even took this guy with him, because he's not SHIELD, he's not an agent of anything, and he even asks him himself, like, you seem to have a lot of skills and knowledge that are outside of the realm of a pizza delivery man. And he's like, well, you invited me on this mission, so here we are. And his aircraft basically gets pulled down in a tractor beam towards this Virago storage facility. They get on his motorcycle and ride down into this group of what I believe is former SHIELD agents, but it's definitely not stated. Basically, they shoot at John Walker, destroy another shield, which he gets pissed off about, and then the leader of these men comes up to him, takes his shield, and right before they take their helmet off, he has another memory of a sister, and then it turns out that this person is actually a sister, who, honestly, I don't know a whole lot about, and I know I didn't give a whole lot of backstory on John Walker, the U.S. agent. He is going to appear in the upcoming Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show on Disney+, and so I plan on doing a character-focused video on him to kind of explain more about his character and his backstory in the comics. But that is it for this issue. Like I said before, this is the first of a 5-issue limited series, so we'll be continuing on this series just like I have been doing with the Juggernaut. But that's all I had for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. If you are new to We the Fandom, please hit the subscribe. And if you guys have suggestions for any videos I could do in the future, please leave a comment below. See you all next time. Bye.